She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 11 NFL predictions. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with Thursday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, and I have this game going 24-10 to the New England Patriots. Now, honestly, Mac Jones has been doing incredible, and honestly, he will be doing a good job against the Falcons. Honestly, the Falcons losing Calvin Ridley, these errors they're making, they're just too heavy. And honestly, I think that they at least score 10 points here against the Patriots, but there's no way they're winning this game. Now, on to Sunday, which we have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And I got the Eagles winning this 25-22. New Orleans, the defense is going to crumble against the Eagles, but not too badly, as we know both teams' defenses aren't as good as, honestly, they have been in the past. But I think that the Eagles will come out with the win mostly because of their offense. They've been doing pretty decent with Jalen Hurts. And honestly, I expect the Trevor Siemian-led New Orleans Saints to put up a fight, but not good enough to win this game. Now, on to the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And the Dolphins will win this 24-17. The Jets aren't doing that well, and they're starting Joe Flacco. Now, I thought if they had started Mike White, I think that they had a chance. But I don't think they have a chance anymore with Joe Flacco. Honestly, Joe Flacco is a journeyman quarterback that will remain a backup for the rest of his career. And honestly, Tua Tagovailoa, whether he starts or Brissett starts, I expect the Dolphins' offense to be explosive against the New York defense. Now, on to the Washington football team, who take on the Carolina Panthers. And Cam Newton would get his second win as a Carolina Panther in his second stint, 28-20. Honestly, Cam Newton did an incredible job, but these are the Washington football team who is struggling. Well, not too much, as they did beat the defending champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. But I think that that was mostly a fluke from the Bucs rather than a game that the Washington football team just honestly had in the bag. And honestly, this game would have been in the bag if it wasn't for Cam Newton. Cam Newton definitely made this team better than expected against the Arizona Cardinals. And with Christian McCaffrey back, yeah, it's deadly in Carolina. Now, on to the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Buffalo Bills. I got the Bills winning this 27-14. The Bills have been doing great during parts of the season. Not recently, but parts of the season, they've been doing very well. Josh Allen against Josh Allen, that was a little bit tricky for the Buffalo Bills. But regardless of that, I think that the Buffalo Bills are able to take down the Carson Wentz-led Indianapolis Colts. But it is 50-50. The Colts do have a chance to use Hines or even their running back also Taylor or Carson Wentz to win this game. And honestly, I expect the Colts to put up a fight, but it won't be good enough to beat the Bills. Now, on to the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I got the Browns winning this 24-13. Now, the Browns, they most likely win this, but their loss to the Patriots, it honestly scares me. Do the Browns have a chance against the Detroit Lions? Of course they do. I don't expect the Lions to win. But I also didn't expect the Lions to tie to the Steelers. And honestly, that was an even tougher game than Cleveland. And honestly, I hope that Cleveland wins this game. Because if Cleveland is the first team to give Detroit a win, then that's going to be very bad for the Cleveland Browns. Now, on to the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I got the Niners winning this 29-23. 49ers did an incredible job against the LA Rams, and I expect them to do even better against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Defensively, not as much, but it's mostly because Jacksonville has been showing some more fight in these past few weeks. And honestly, even beating the Bills, for example, being one of the reasons why. But this is also something. Is Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo going to be better than Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence? Maybe. But for now, I see Trevor Lawrence continuing their losing streak. Now, on to the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. And I got the Titans winning this 36-17. And honestly, the Titans have been doing very well without Derrick Henry. Not as good as you would imagine, but still very good. And I expect them to destroy. Well, of course, they will allow some points from the Texans, but I expect them to not even come close to losing this game to the Houston Texans. Now, on to the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 34-18 win for the Packers. Now, as I stated, if the Vikings are honestly gonna lose and don't lose in a heavy loss to the Green Bay Packers, then honestly there would be something wrong with Seattle, because how do you lose 17-0 with Russell Wilson while Kirk Cousins and that Vikings offense and defense allows a small margin of victory for the Green Bay Packers? Because honestly, I see this game as a no-brainer. Green Bay wins. Now, on to the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears. 24-20 win for the Ravens. Now, I think that the Ravens have a very big chance to lose this game to the Bears. I haven't changed my mind. I think the Ravens will win. But Justin Fields, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling that there's going to be an upset in Chicago, and the Bears are going to come up with a win over the heavily favored Baltimore Ravens. Now, on to the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And I got the Bengals winning this 27-21. Honestly, I think Cincinnati has been doing well this season. And honestly, even though I have them low on my power rankings, that's just depending on who is the one beating them. Like, that's the mostly heavy reason why I have the Bengals so low. But against the Raiders, I think it's there. It's there. The margin of victory is there. But are the Raiders going to be doing well without, of course, you got their top wide receiver who they lost due to a stupid thing he did, and one of their top defenders who also did something stupid. But regardless of that, I think that this game is going to end up in Cincinnati's house, because honestly, I think the Bengals have a chance to winning this in Las Vegas. Now, on to the Arizona Cardinals taking on my Seattle Seahawks. 28-26 win for the Cardinals. They will beat Seattle in Seattle, because honestly, I don't expect Seattle to win this game, mostly because of the way they're playing on defense. Offense, I think that Russell Wilson will be better than against the Packers. I believe it was his finger that was the reason why they were losing. Really, he couldn't throw the football as much as he honestly has in the past. But regardless, I think it will be better now. And I think that the Arizona Cardinals will at least give them a chance if, honestly, DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray don't play again. But if they do, or one of them plays, I honestly think Seattle will lose anyways. Even with or without them, I'm scared that Seattle will lose, because honestly, I believe that the Seahawks are not as good as they should be. Now, moving on to the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And I got the Chiefs winning this 35-26. Dallas, incredible games. Honestly blew out a team that they were expected to blow out, the Falcons. But going up against KC hasn't been doing well this season, and just recently became the number one team in the AFC West. Honestly, I think that this is going to be troubling for KC, mostly because maybe one of the teams behind them jumps up if Dallas defeats the Kansas City Chiefs. Because remember, I got teams like, honestly, even though Denver's not going to be playing this week, and also Los Angeles is going to be playing this week, and the Raiders aren't going to win, most in my opinion. But regardless, it's going to be a game to watch, because honestly, Patrick Mahomes and that offense will have to do a lot to take down the Dallas Cowboys. Now, on to the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football. and I got the Chargers winning this 28-24. I think that the Chargers will win this, and maybe they get the division. Who knows? They get the division lead. But that all depends on what happens against Dallas and KC. But regardless of that, I think that the Los Angeles Chargers have a very good chance on beating Pittsburgh, more than Pittsburgh has on beating Los Angeles, as the Chargers have been doing well, not recently against some decent teams, but still, the Chargers have a more likely shot to win this game than the Steelers do. Now on to Monday Night Football between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs win this 20-17. Honestly, the Bucs haven't been doing that well, especially last week against the Washington Football Team. But regardless, I believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a chance at beating the Giants, mostly because the Giants have a weakened offense and a weakened defense, and even though the Bucs have lost players like AB to injury, it still is in the hands of the Buccaneers, mostly because their offense is just incredible, and I believe they'll be even better this week than they were last week. Now on to the teams on bye, and we start off with the Denver Broncos, who take on the Los Angeles Chargers at home at Mile High. And now we also have the Los Angeles Rams on a bye. Next week they'll be taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Now, I expect the Rams to lose. Honestly, the Rams haven't been doing as much as we would have imagined they'd do. They did just lose to the 49ers. But regardless, I think that Denver has a big chance on winning against the LA Chargers. I think that that could be an upset. But regardless, I think that these two teams on bye, most likely one of them will win and the other will lose. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below, who do you think will win? Who do you think will lose this week? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.